to the second one. What is the billing name on this one?
The first name is Dontavius. Last name is Withers. Withers.
At the top of this screen capture, there's a BAN number. Do you know what that means?
Yes.
What is that?
That would be the account number.
Does that correlate with the other data that's been provided?
Yes.
Going to now the same Word document file name. What are we looking at in this Sprint document?
This is also subscriber information.
So you had mentioned that billing account number, that BAN number.
Correct.
If you can touch the screen in front of you, you can write on it and it will show up on the screen for the jurors. So if you could point out where the billing account number is here. Okay. And then what is the phone number that was being used by this account, or the subject number?
772-713-2341.
And is this again for that Chris Thomas billing account?
Yes.
Okay. Scrolling down to the next billing account number. Is this the other account that we just looked at the subscriber information on for Dontavius Withers?
Yes.
And what is the phone number that's associated with this particular account?
954-371-7895.
Going on to 2019-158210. Number in question on this particular record. Is that labeled right here?
Yes.
And what phone number is that?
225-529-5054.
Excel viewer. Can you explain to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury what we're looking at?
Information for spread.
It's LTE and UNTS _TN 772-713-9807. Then it has another underscore IMSI. What is an IMSI?
That stands for International Mobile Subscriber Identity Number, which is the number that's associated with the SIM card found in the back of the phone.
And the first, the 772-713-9807. What is that?
That would be the phone number.
Are all of these records provided by T-Mobile?
Yes.
In terms
There's that the call went through the network successfully.
what is an abnormal completion?
An abnormal completion means the call did not go through. Perhaps the user hung up prior to the call connecting, or a dropped call.
In terms of what time frame are all of these records kept in?
We keep them in UTC time, which is Coordinated Universal Time. So depending on what time of the year it is, you would have to subtract either 4 or 5 hours from the time that you see reflected in order to arrive at East Coast time.
On October 26th of 2018, how many hours did you have to subtract?
It would be -4.
The cell site locations indicate latitude and longitude of the cell site. Is that now there's also a physical address. Is the physical address always the same as the latitude and longitude?
No.
What could the physical address sometimes show?
So that's what we refer to as an administrative address. So we use that for 911 purposes. To get the exact location of the cell tower, you would take the two coordinates, the latitude and longitude, plot it into a mapping program such as Google Earth, and that would be the exact location.
There's nothing further to say, Sharon?
So, the technology that you just described for identifying locations, how is that verified by T-Mobile itself?
That you would have to ask an engineer for.
So you don't know how that's done?
How it's verified?
Yeah.
As to what tower connected to? Is that what you're asking?
Yes.
So it's done with a radio frequency, is how the towers work. It's a signal.
Okay. So, but you were telling us earlier that the phone does not necessarily connect to the nearest tower.
Correct.
It connects to the tower with the strongest signal.
Correct.
So how is it that you know to approximate, how do you know how far the phone is from that?
I don't.
Is there no way to tell that?
No. Not for me.
Not for you?
Correct.
And how do you know if the tower that the phone connected to is the closest tower or the one with the stronger signal?
That would not be a question for me. You would have to ask an engineer.
How would you know whether or not a phone defaults to a stronger signal? If you have a tower with a strong signal and another tower with a not so strong signal, or a signal that's not as strong as the other. You with me so far?
Yes.
How would you know at what point the signal disparity is strong enough for it to default to the one that's further away as opposed to the one that's closer?
Again, that's a question for an engineer, not for me.
So you have no way of helping us understand any of this information that you just described.
Correct.
You just collect it when you're subpoenaed and you provide it.
Correct.
And you're not familiar with the technology at all.
Not the questions that you're asking. Correct. Sure.
Is it correct that the data location information, the purpose that you work with Sprint and with T-Mobile something,
I'm a T-Mobile employee.
and you were a Sprint employee or something?
No, sir.
You were somewhere else?
AT&T.
AT&T.
Correct.
The purpose that AT&T and in this case now T-Mobile collects this data location information is for business.
Correct.
That's its only purpose.
And network engineers collect to optimize the network.
Okay. It's not used for identifying the locations of customers' phones beyond the purpose of just billing.
Correct.
Thank you.
Sure.
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Johnson, counsel asked you, how do you know how something didn't happen? Is that a fair question?
Objection. Stand. Rephrase.
With regards to these records, are they accurate?
Objection. Lack of foundation, Chief.
All right, y'all was just listening to the Sprint woman and a lot of things that the defense team asked her. They still didn't get the answer that they really need. She was speaking when the defense lawyer was asking her information. She was speaking as if the prosecutor should have got the engineer should have invited the engineer over there instead of her. It seemed like I don't know what's going on here, y'all. Cause the lady who's sitting on the stand, she's just more like a billing lady. She's not the engineer.
So, Ms. Johnson, with regards to the records, does the T-Mobile keep any record of something that doesn't happen?
No.
What is contained in the records that have been provided?
Calls and text messages that have happened.
Is this from the network's perspective?
Yes.
Nothing further than that.
Is this witness excused?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Ms. Step down, you're excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Who is your next witness?
No, she running off like that. Look at her.
Jonathan Zeller, please.
She tired.
Good afternoon.
Man, she acting like a lawyer today.
Come on up here, sir. After I witness stand, when you get there, you put your things down, you raise your right hand, be sworn. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you should give in this
Shout out to Law and Crime.
Please state your full legal name for the record. Jonathan Zeller. This is Zini. This is Zini. Spell your first name as well, sir. Jonathan. That microphone will lift up and down, but not back up. If you're ready, you may proceed.
Good afternoon.
Sorry, can you? You'd like to come side door, sure.
Approximately how many different trainings have you taken in the use of Celebrate systems?
Different, a few, which would consist of 40 hours of class training and exercise, and obviously the exam as well.
What about, have you taken training with the PAS team at the FBI? Have you taken, you said you also do analysis of the cellular forensics or digital forensics. What do you mean by that?
So, depending on what type of case it is, I will actually do the extraction and I'll also do the examination of it to do the analysis for it. And go through the items that potentially could be considered evidence.
And in terms of to do the analysis part, what information do you need?
I need to know what it is.
In this case that we're here on today, Miramar Police Department Investigation 18-10-06269, were you the lead detective?
I was doing
What was your role in this case?
doing the analysis of the extraction of the device.
Did you do any analysis of the device?
I did not.
In terms of the extraction of the device, were you provided an iPhone with the phone number attached to it of 772-713-9807?
Yes, yes.
Prior to coming to court today, did you have the opportunity to review the digital copy of that extraction?
I did.
Showing defense counsel, Mr. Marcus H. Triple P, for identification purposes, showing the witness. Detective Zeller, do you recognize this thumb drive?
I did.
How do you recognize this?
My initials and my number on the drug man.
What is that thumb drive contain?
This is the generated report of the generated report of the cellular device that was extracted.
And is that in the same or substantially the same condition as when you performed that extraction?
Yes.
Here at this time, the state was requesting the state's triple P in a state 64.
Yeah, ready. Yes, sir. Name? True.
I just had a arrest last night because it's 2022, which is not yet. This is 2022 Westlaw 175467114. Again, those discuss all of the location information and the activity and Apple Health data that was admitted in those cases. Not be happy to email copies of those to defense counsel now.
Thank you. We're in recess.
You're the man, I would say just direct your attention. Building of the registered distances, however, depends on a number of factors, including walking speed and walking style of the subject, and can deviate up to 30 to 40% from the true value. That's one of the several articles here. And what I will do is I will compile the articles and send them all back for your review while you're considering the issue.
And the state will also submit in terms of law review articles, including a 2016 wearable devices as admissible evidence. Technology is killing our opportunity to lie. The 2019, the iPhone health app from a forensic perspective can stats and distances registered during walking and running being.
Why is the judge looking like that? He's not even being professional. Look at him, y'all.
May I just ask if the state is making the representation that all the cases she's citing to do not require that the witness establish the reliability of the technology that's just put in?
They didn't have, so they'll send everything that I'm giving to Exoner's copy to you as well.
Thank you. We're in recess.
Thank you, Judge.